in that first frame. That'll just help him settle down. And obviously, Judd Trump is a very tough opponent for him. His first opponent, probably himself, just to manage those emotions, his expectations.
One.
Nice putt from Judd. Didn't know exactly where the white was going. So it was a little bit fortunate the black didn't go in.
Judd Trump, 1.
Excellent safety shot there from Daniel. Judging not only pace but also the line. It's always a good reference point if you can get the white behind the yellow or green. That line tends to block off one side of the table. And these are very important exchanges at the start of the frame, just to try and get control.
Judd trying to find the thin edge of the red,
then
and
the Wells 4.
it does have to be a thin edge because it's going to be going dangerously close to the jaws of the corner pocket should he not catch the paintwork. Daniel Wells just weighing up his options here, whether to have this cue ball replaced. I think it's wise to put the white back here because, as I say, Judd has to hit this red so thin. Well, he's missed it, and now that does make a difference because I'm pretty convinced that Judd can see a red full ball here.
Then the Wells 4.
Remember, you don't have to see both extreme edges of the ball, you just have to be able to see it full. If he can, the referee will warn him here that he has to make contact with a red.
Just a second. More. Just wait, I need to check. Is it?
Yeah, it's very tight this, and the referee doing the right thing here, just getting the ball marker out. Just to see if Judd can hit a red full ball. There's a red just left of the pink. Obviously can't see from this angle, but looks very tight as to whether Judd can get through to that one. Daniel Wells will be hoping that he can.
this is a full ball. That red. This red. The pink beside the pink. Yeah. Yeah, so this is a full ball. You miss the full ball twice. Yeah. If you miss again, you will lose this red.
So the referee just explaining to Judd that that red left of the pink there, he can see full in the face, so has to hit a red.
Yeah, the referee, Liu Shiwei there, wasn't enough just to tell him, this is your third attempt. She had to tell him that if you don't hit it, you will lose the frame. Without that official warning. You could argue the case, but Judd himself was well aware of it. Daniel and Judd, good friends, but I wouldn't be surprised if Daniel was still thinking he hoped his friend miscued.
Yeah, you're praying for anything there, aren't you? A miscue, a drift, an earthquake, anything.
Would have liked that white tight on the cushion. Seen Judd pop many of these for many years.
Oh, wow.
One.
And that was the difference. Daniel Wells failing to get that cue ball tight to the baulk cushion meant that that long red seduced Judd Trump, and as he so often does, knocks them in with ease. Daniel Wells has to compete in every department today, not just when he gets his chance and he's in amongst the balls. He has to score, of course, but tactically he's got to be
Six.
very streetwise if he's going to take this man down. Because you leave him just a sniff of a chance from that sort of distance, and it could be big trouble.
Seven.
Poor shot there from Judd to be straight. Yeah, you can see that reaction. Such a simple pot. Basically had one thing to do. Get eye on the blue. Very well struck shot. Desperate that the white comes far enough. That red that's just to the right, the black spot, which he's obviously not on. Nice
11.
pot, but as long as that red is just going to be just to the right of the black when it goes on its spot. It's just going to make it far from ideal to compile the break, but played a nice little shot there.
18.
And that little issue I talked about could well be gone.
19.
Certainly if that red I mentioned earlier does go by the black,
26.
makes this quite a good opportunity.
27.
This time he does get correct side of the blue. Just a couple of reds in open play still for Judd. He'd like to be dead straight on the black and just screw back for the red into the same pocket.
32.
But he's going to be going back up for blue again here.
$33. $38. $39.
Another really well controlled positional shot. Inch perfect.
44. $45. $50.
Two reds and two blacks here means he will need one of
51.
those four reds underneath the pink. So we'll have to go into them. Got the perfect angle here on this red to go up for the blue if he
58.
chooses. Just float the cue ball top side, play a little holding cannon into the pack, just nestle a couple out into the open plate. Doesn't need to hit this too hard.
59.
Just left of the pink may be ideal. Well, he went pretty full to the pink. And that's why he's not on one.
64.
Clever shot from Judd there by pushing that red into the baulk pocket.
Judd Trump.
He's also
64.
got the cover there, as you see. He's well aware. Daniel 57 behind, 59 on the table. Can only afford one pink, the rest blacks. It's going to be a lot harder to get pink or black. The red's in the baulk area.
Very difficult cueing from the jaws of that corner pocket. Had the cue ball been slightly away from that, Judd would have taken one of the reds on by the pink spot to right corner by now. Doesn't like it, so choosing to be patient. Again, he doesn't have to push the boat out at all here, Judd Trump. He just needs to mind his work. It's Daniel that has to make the comeback in this frame. It's he who may have to take the risk or two. It's another very good safety shot from Judd Trump. Perfect line, perfect pace. Now Daniel has got to try and navigate his way in and out of baulk, avoid blue and pink, try and rest up possibly onto the red on the top cushion. It's quite pacey and the line's no good either.
Foul.
Very difficult
Four.
shot for Daniel Wells. A very good shot from Judd Trump to put him there, and one that is probably won in this frame. Well, that was wide.
Still every chance, of course, Judd will win this frame. Daniel needing snooker, just a little bit annoyed at himself. Just could be some extra time and energy wasted here unnecessarily. And even if he doesn't get the snookers and win the frame, it's also given Daniel a little bit more table time. Judge the pace of the table, settle himself down even more. So if in the third frame he does get a chance, he's more likely to take it.
Six.
Daniel Wells from a part of the world that has produced many good snooker players. First got on the Pro Tour back in 2008, spent a number of years sort of in between, on and off the circuit. Getting on the tour, dropping off the tour. He certainly served his apprenticeship in this game, Daniel Wells. Thoroughly deserves his place amongst the game's elite players, the top 128 players in the world. And he's set himself up very nicely at the start of this season to have a very good campaign. And these are the sorts of occasions that he'll need to learn to relish.
Yeah, you can just see there, it just has the angle just to roll through. This is a good opportunity.
15.
Potting this black. You can see the snooker's guaranteed. He's just taking a little bit of time out to try and work out where's the best place or worst place for Judd to leave this red and ideally get it close to a colour. Brings in the possibility of a free ball. Again, potting the black could be 39 behind. So with a 1 4-point snooker, he could tie. Snooker's guaranteed. Just try and push it over. So a couple of cushions. Might go to close towards the yellow. Well, maximised the shot there rather than just stun the white on the cushion. Screwed in behind the black makes the escape more difficult. And at first glance, where Judd's looking that from the right-hand side cushion, brown ball looks to be in play. But to go very close to the brown or to hit the red. Of course, if he plays at a pace and misses, he could well leave a free ball. Yeah, he was so afraid of the brown ball.
Foul.
It's just the other way.
4.
Looks to be fairly straight. Don't think he can pot that red and get down for the black. But again, he's every chance. An easy snook if he stuns the red around.
Well, that's a really good pot from Daniel Wells, considering. And now he needs to pot this thin black and find a path back to the yellow. Could be a big frame for Daniel Wells, this. If he can force the respot, he's got a chance of nicking this. Still a lot of work to be done between now and then. First, pot this black. Nicely done. And he's nicely on that yellow. That's a very good shot.
8.
Yeah, earlier on, the first semi-final, we've seen great respot of black. Which only one with a left-handed double to corner.
10.
Daniel, before the match, probably would have settled, even for just being 1-all at the start, just to try and settle in. But what a frame to win this would be, needing the snooker. Again, just shows how costly that careless mistake from Judd was.
13.
If the frame was still live, Judd Trump would have definitely potted it. Maybe just switched off for a second.
Needed that cue ball to run on a fraction further, Daniel Wells, from potting the green. This brown now trickier than it perhaps could have been. You feel one good shot here, nicely on the blue, and we're heading towards the respot. Yeah, he's changing his mind. He's up and down the white, you can see there. Can't decide what shot to play. Just needs to take a step back here and reset. Just have clarity over the shot before you commit.
Seventeen.
I think he's straight enough that he can just roll it in and play for the pink into the opposite corner. Just wants to keep it as simple as possible. Wants to have a simple pink and then a simple black. Well, he's missed the simple blue.
Daniel Wells, 17.
Maybe slightly preoccupied with where he would land in the pink, but cardinal sin. He's missing the blue. After all that work. Having said that, I think it was easier. Judd would have potted by now. turned out. He was well able to pot
Five.
it. Just probably took that extra second or two to make sure he didn't go on off or do anything silly. Again, be relieved, Judd Trump, at this frame one. He's had to win it for the second time.
Judd Trump 5 end the frame.
But it took a while, but eventually